Hey guys, welcome to my runecrafting guide. Today, I will show you everything there is to know about runecrafting. First up, let's start with why should you even runecraft. There are several reasons. First one is runecrafting allows you to create nice transit portals. You can place them in your club and you'll be able to travel between different areas. Like so. If you're missing head styles, or weapon styles, or even block styles, you can craft them all here. On top of that, reaching the maximum level in runecrafting, which is 250, grants you 375 mastery points or 3.7 mastery levels. You can also get mastery by learning every tome here. Each grants 20 mastery points. There's also a mount that grants 50 mastery points. Hopefully you're convinced that runecrafting is worth doing, as it gives bunch of mastery levels. To start runecrafting, you'll be needing a runecrafting bench. For that, go to your adventurous crafting bench, switch to advanced professions tab, and click on the runecrafting bench. You'll notice it requires 10 blank scrolls, 50 crystallized cloud, 150 radiant shard, and 200 Infinium Ore. I will now proceed with showing how to get every single resource in here. To get blank scrolls, hop in any adventure portal you wish. I'll take the Uber one. Then open your map by pressing M on your keyboard and search for this scroll icon. Once you get there, am I in the right dungeon? Yeah, annihilate the boss and take his scroll. There you go. Once you got your scroll, well, it's actually a recipe, place it in the loot collector. And there you go, you got a blank scroll. Now, for the crystallized clouds and the radiant shard, you'll have to take the Skyrealm portal. Once there, just look around and you'll see bunch of crystallized clouds waiting to be mined. While you're still in Skyrealm, to get radiant shards, locate one of these dungeons, start it up, and destroy these chests. That's how you get radiant shards. The final ingredient, Infinium. For that we'll go back to adventure worlds. Infinium is an ore spread all over the world. Some biomes that I noticed have an abundance of Infinium are Candoria and Feylands. Candoria looks like this pinkish texture, while Fey looks like this, dark green. Once you find an Infinium vein, just use your lasermancy to collect it. Alright, now you know how to get every single resource needed in crafting this runecrafting bench. To fully max runecrafting, you'll be needing the following resources: 200 blank scrolls, 2.5 crystallized clouds, 16.5k shards, meaning radiant shards, and 7.5k flux. Let's start runecrafting. To get to dabbler tier, you'll need to craft 50 standard block recipe. For each standard block recipe you're gonna craft, you'll be spending 1 blank scroll, 5 crystallized clouds, and 30 radiant shards. If you think this is expensive, well, it will only get worse. Also, if you happen to accidentally craft 51 instead of 50, don't worry, you can recycle the blocks. For example, here's the extra block you crafted by accident. Simply put it in your loot collector and you'll get 1 blank scroll back. Better than nothing. Moving on to dabbler, doesn't matter what kind of block you're gonna craft, they both require the same ingredients. There are 36 glass block recipes and about 29 metallic block recipes, so you'll have to craft more than you need for reaching the enthusiast level. You can check what and how many cube recipes you have by using the cube converter. For example, here's the glass section. Same thing applies to the enthusiast tier, doesn't matter what kind of texture block recipe you pick. Once you get to inscriber tier, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, you'll notice it requires flux instead of blank scrolls. Once more, it doesn't matter what kind of style you pick, they both require the same ingredients. There are two ways of checking if you're missing any styles. First one is going to the style tab, that is pretty laggy as it has millions of styles I assume, and manually look if you're missing any. Second way is by opening your marketplace tab, switch from whatever you had to styles, tick hide collected and click on search. You should see some hat styles or staff styles, whatever you're missing will be listed here. As long as it's on sale, of course. We now reach the Rune Carver tier, where it also doesn't matter what kind of style you pick, just learn them all. Once you made a total of 50 items from the Rune Carver tab, you had maxed Runecrafting. Congratulations! Let's see what you have unlocked. You already know about the transit portals. The mount is also pretty amazing, look at it! It increased my movement speed! But by far the best ability here is crafting tomes. I'll quickly go over tomes now, since they probably should have their own video in which I'm gonna be analyzing which tomes are worth it and which are not. Tomes are items that are placed in your tome socket, I suppose, and once they reach a number of experience gained, they give you some items. First two are the cheapest, they give you 150 gleam or 100 flux per 20,000 experience obtained. Next 5 are a little bit more expensive and they give 100 shapestone, 50 formicite, 25 infinium, 50 mushroom chunks, oh my god that's a nice bonus, or 15 robot parts. When I don't have any legendaries to fill, I always farm with Cybernetics catalog. That sounded like a cheap commercial. Alright guys, hopefully this was useful to you. Thank you very much for watching and I will see you on the next video.